Hey everybody,
It's
welcome
like,
back. I'm
hello.
I'm Sherry. Sorry, I
I'm
cut you
Brooke.
off mid-sentence.
No, we're good. That it's hard to record on Zoom, guys, because it's not the same flow.
It isn't. And I realized I needed to switch things out. Um, Brooke is reacting to Hercules, The Legendary Journeys. And
Yes, we're on episode 5 of season 2 is my guess.
yes.
Ha! The people will be like, "Well, you know which episode you're on." No, I don't. I don't remember what happened half the time. I just
Well,
watched season 4, episode 3 of Buffy and forgot who a guy that was introduced in the episode before was. I was like, "Who the fuck is that?"
oh, and
So never assume I know.
I forgot to mention, we just finished Xena, the
Oh
fourth
yeah.
episode, and one of the background characters we're actually going to see again.
Oh.
But they didn't really have a prominent spot, so I don't know if you'll remember them or not.
We
But
just watched it, and I'll be like, who?
who? But that's how nonchalant they were over the scene. So
Yeah.
yeah.
My facial blindness is also. I'm not joking. When people were wearing masks all the time, my seventh grade teacher saw me in the grocery store and was saying hi to me a bunch, and I was just staring at him like he was crazy. And then he pulled down his mask. And this isn't like a guy I haven't seen since seventh grade. Like, I used to go dog sit for him, and we worked together when I was a sub a couple years ago. And currently, at the time when I saw him in the store, and I
Uh-huh.
was like, "Who the fuck are you?" Until he pulled his mask down, and then I went, "Oh,
I do that without masks. I'll see people out of context and I'm like, I know you. Who are you? Um,
yeah." It's like you're not supposed to be here. You live at that building.
right. Or I'm used to seeing you in scrubs, or I'm used to seeing you in
Mm-hmm.
law enforcement uniform, or, whatever. But, yep.
Yeah.
So we're getting ready to do the fifth episode. Anything that you want to mention up to this point on Hercules?
I think I've liked season 2 a lot so far. I feel like they're doing a lot more episodes that are actually about something that happens in current day and then transforming it. But I think that's kind of interesting to see their take on it.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas Xena, it feels like they're doing more like myths and legends.
Yeah.
Like in our last Xena episode, they had Pandora, right? Versus I think the last 2 episodes of Hercules have been gambling and then dementia.
Yeah.
So it's they're kind of taking a different stabs at it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, and the both shows go back and forth a little bit, but yeah,
But yeah,
there
I'm interested to see.
there is it's Hercules does have its fair share of lore. So,
Mhm. Yeah, I'm
um,
interested to. Well, they have Ares in Hercules. I don't think we've seen him in Xena. Maybe we have.
I think he's only been mentioned in Xena. So,
Yeah. So, but we have possibilities for more. I feel like we see more monsters in Hercules, and then more it's people being the bad guys in Xena.
true. Yeah. Well, and Hercules is known for battling the monsters. So,
Yeah, so I think that works. But I'm interested to see if we'll get a monster this episode because we haven't had really a monster episode in a couple.
well, on that note, this one is called Outcast, not spelled like the band.
Um, it
uh,
could be similar to the one with the giant who was outcast.
we've had a
All
bunch
those
of
people do.
outcasts.
Yeah, he bonds well with other outcasts, despite not really being an outcast.
He being Hercules.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they all still seem to gravitate towards him.
true. Yep. All right. Well, so we think it's going to be with somebody who's just kind of out there.
Yeah, unless he gets outcast in this episode, so there's a misunderstanding and now everyone hates Hercules.
Everybody thinks Hercules is his brother. Iphicles?
Yeah, his brother's up to some shit again.
All right. Well, let's see what trouble is coming up this time. Let's see if Lawless shows up again. Let's see
I've
if
decided I want him to be a main character, so I hope he does. My cat just came bolting into the room.
did somebody
Okay.
say Lawless?
Dude, she literally like ran in here, but she jumped up on her perch. But I'm like, oh god.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get started.
This is the story of a time long ago. He was a man like no other. He was tormented by his stepmother, Hera, Hercules.
I thought that was Xena for a
Two
split
dinars.
second.
You just sold it to her for 2.
Oh, it
So
is
she got a
Xena.
deal.
My brain hurt.
You're a greedy little bigot.
And you're a centaur-loving slut.
Let's not mar a
What?
beautiful day like today with violence.
So it's not Xena, but we
It's
have met this
not?
character.
Is that not the same person?
It is the same person, same actress.
Okay. I thought I was gonna lose my fucking mind, bro. I was like, you're telling me that's a different person?
So it's not Xena, but it is Lucy Lawless. But what other characters did she play on Hercules? Quiz time.
She was like, she played like, she was in the very first movie, but she had blonde hair.
Not blonde hair, but it
Right?
was like
It was
a brown.
later.
Yeah. She was one of the Amazon women. And then the other character that she played was Lila, which was one of the centaur.
Oh, she was like friends with the centaurs. Okay,
Yeah.
I kind of remember that episode. That's insane that they didn't recast her. If imagine watching week to week and you turn this on
You're like,
and Xena's here, but they're like, no, it's not her.
Well,
That's
but
wild behavior.
we also had the previews for the next episode at the end of each episode, so we knew it was going to be about the centaurs and all that. So
That's still crazy behavior. For like just for character identification and like for not confusing the casuals who probably aren't as like into the show as the mega fans.
yeah.
Imagine if they did that now.
Well,
That would be crazy.
They don't do previews now, so.
Well, I mean, they do for like on TV, just not like
a little bit, yeah.
Stream TV. But like, yeah, but imagine if like the guy from Big Bang Theory dies on the show and then they bring him back and they're like, no, this is a different guy. That's crazy. Imagine if he's still alive and they have the actor play like another character and it's not a joke that they're twins or something. That's crazy. I support them, but that's crazy. And I'm going to call her Xena the whole time.
So be forewarned.
I was like, oh, maybe she just looks like her from far away. And then she talked and I was like, wait, what is happening?
No, it's Lila.
Support her, but that's not what I'm calling her. You have to film 2 episodes this week? Damn, busy.
Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Your little wench here was...
She's not a wench. She's my wife.
He didn't appreciate
Her
that.
name is Lila.
Wait,
Yeah.
she's his wife?
Say it.
Yeah, they got married.
Lila.
Okay.
Thank you.
We won't discuss.
Bro has
How
a
they-
horse body.
We'll have to teach him a lesson.
Well, I was gonna
As
say.
ace person, maybe they're both ace and they're just romantically in love. That's how I see it.
I was gonna say we won't talk about how they.
Don't
What's
tell
the
me if
C-
they have kids. I don't want to know.
The C word for consummate. We won't talk about how they consummate.
Yeah, maybe they both aren't into that and they're just in love. Do they live in a house or a barn?
That's very judgmental.
That's yeah. Well, she married a horse.
I want you to run to a safe spot in the woods.
They
I'll
do
come
have
for you
kids.
Yes.
Do as I say.
Never mind. Does the kid have a horse body?
Humans are sent
We'll
to
find
nothings
out.
to his fear like fire.
Ew, how did that work?
It's a horse.
Okay, I don't think they should kill anyone, but also weird.
We're just scaring them. Come on.
Bro, you're setting their house on fire. That is like not.
Well, we've got
Just
animal
scary.
masks again. We just love animal masks on this show.
Haha, we're just scaring you by putting fire in your wooden house.
Well, it's a thatch house, so it's going to go up in flames fast.
Yeah, that's crazy. Maybe they'll burn her and kill her off, so they'll be like, I don't think he cares.
It seemed way too personal. I think he was in love with her.
What a
We got
weirdo.
company. We can't just leave her.
Well,
Well, apparently we can't. Sir,
he has
it's
half
already
morals.
confusing. We have to... Well, he's the same one that was like, what if we hurt someone? It's like, yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's not good enough. You shouldn't have fucking done it.
Well, that's why I said half morals. You know, he didn't want to hurt anybody, but he's still destroying property.
Well, now
This
they're
is the
kids
story
and
of a time
orphans.
long ago.
And they didn't
Having
show his
plagued
legs
mankind
for a
with
reason.
suffering,
He's a horse
only
kid.
one man,
We'll see if you're right.
What if his top half
Hercules,
was a horse
possessed a
and his
strength the
bottom
world
half?
had never seen.
Hercules!
Thelonious.
Uh-oh, I hear him.
Friend. Man's a genius. Makes money hand over fist. I'll bet. Tell
I
me
bought
what
his
exactly is the
NFTs.
self-actual... The nurturing flower within.
Love that. Okay.
And I want to teach seminars. I want to help others be the best
Of
possible...
course.
Hey, seems like we're going the same way. Mind if I tag along? As long as you don't,
You're going to anyway.
I can do that. So where are you off to? Athens. Some friends of mine are having problems.
Don't hum.
Remember Lila? Oh, that girl who went off with the centaur?
They're
Lila.
fucking dead,
Lila.
bro.
Does she remind you of anyone we both know? To think of it, she looks a little like...
Oh god, don't even.
Different disposition, though, huh?
So the show is self-aware.
That is her.
I know. That's a symbol of the Cretans. They're the guardians.
Darius. He's just a foolish lad full of
Shut up,
wild
Darius. They'll
stories.
burn our house
I'd like to
down
hear
next.
We don't know anything.
Oh, they know more.
Let's get home.
Well, yeah, if there's crazy
and
people
Lila
setting
didn't deserve to
houses
die
on
like
fire, of
this.
course you're scared to
They
say
were good
anything.
people.
So, yeah, they're saying both Lila and Derek died.
Well,
in
it
the
would
fire.
make sense if, like, he found her dead and he thought the kid was still in there.
Yeah.
That he would stay and trying to find him.
You know the difference
Oh,
between a
shit.
centaur and a three-legged dog.
People died
Guys,
in
have
that
you
fire.
figured out that it's an
I don't wanna hear you
allegory
say
for racism yet?
Leave him alone. Stop. Hasn't there been enough
Yeah.
violence and suffering already?
I was thinking of the Sneetches, but yeah.
Who are you?
My name is Larifany. I'm Lila's sister.
A hot lady asked him to stop, so he did.
They had a child.
Oh yes, he was born while they still lived in Nespo. One of the
You know
reasons
he's
why they
thinking
left
it.
was so they could bring him up in a more
Yeah.
accepting environment. Derek got work as a farmhand.
What
Farmhand,
changed things?
pulled the plow.
The people around here are decent and hardworking, but easily influenced. When the
Love
floods run
that.
across, it was easy to blame
They're like,
Derek
yeah,
and Lila for their
they're
troubles.
hardworking, they're good people, they just allow racism.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just shows that we've had apologists all these years.
Yeah. Be like, guys, it's not their fault.
I don't know who's doing that growling.
They're nosing around.
I love the idea it's a
They gotta be
3-year-old
trouble.
kid.
They're
I
really
know.
not bothering
Grr.
It sounded a little more
Look, we
grown
don't
than a
like
3-year-old.
centaurs in this town, and
Yeah.
we don't like...
Getting paranoid.
It could be. Unless he's not one of the ones that murdered people. I don't know, they were wearing masks.
Are we gonna trip and fall? I would have tripped and fall by now.
Yeah,
There we
I
go.
trip and fall walking. I looked yesterday and I had like a cut on my ankle and I don't even know where it's from.
Really think you should join me in the
Yeah, I
self-actualization
don't think the
field?
3-year-old
We've
is
been through this
murdering
before. I
people.
don't want to be part of your scheme.
But
It's not a scheme. It's a way to
Who
help
knows?
people. You're a hero to so many. You can
They've
help
done
people
some
reach
things
their
already
full
that you
potential.
wouldn't have
Be
guessed they'd
all
do.
they could be. Like you. Exactly. I think we've got company.
Hey,
Good company or
donkey.
bad company?
It baby
I've got a
don't.
feeling it's bad. Well, Mr. Immigrant, I'm about to brain you. Wait!
Why are you telling someone that?
I'm finding your internal flower. It's a weed!
Oh, God.
It's a weed. Little Larry, Moe, and Curly.
Guys, he's huge. The amount of, like, people who confidently think they can fight him is crazy. Don't go near that guy.
Poor donkey.
Says I'm out of here.
Is there some reason you're trying to slap my hand?
I saw it in that athletic contest once. It's a way for winners to congratulate each other.
So why don't they just say nice job or congratulations?
You need more fun in your life.
You haven't seen the last of us.
We can always hope.
We did have hope in the last episode of Xena.
God.
Another round.
When are these guys gonna... Well, I guess they did try to kill a child. I was like, when are they gonna start killing babies? They think they killed a child anyway.
Yeah.
A mug of mead for my friend, and we'll need 2 rooms for the night.
Outsiders. What do they want? He knows the centaur. I'm
Grumble,
sorry.
grumble.
I can't help you.
Literally.
Look, we just had this
An inn.
discussion with your tattooed friends.
No, he's dead, bro.
But it won't be the last.
Oh, he survived.
So it wasn't the 3-year-old killing.
I didn't think so. Okay, then I think I know where this episode's going. At least on their storyline.
Where is it going?
I think he wants revenge because he thinks his wife and kid are dead, but she got the kid out. So, like, when he sees the kid is alive, they'll probably, like, either they'll leave together or, like, the townspeople will turn on the bad guys and they'll be safe to stay. But I think him and the kid are obviously going to be reunited.
Okay.
But I think she's dead.
Okay. So only 1 out of 3
Lawless
died.
was like, I'm already recording a show. Okay, I can't.
What was that? Oh,
Lucy
Xena.
Lawless is like, I have my own show to record. I don't have time for this.
Yeah. So we'll see if she shows back up again.
Burned his own house and he's killed his own family.
Maybe I know them
Crazy.
better.
Why would you
I was
want
raised and
revenge if
tutored
he
by
burned
one.
his own house?
I only want to make sure the fugitive is brought back alive.
So be it. The outsider and his companion will accompany you.
As you wish, wise Tertius. Get your weapons.
Salmonious's flower is wilting a bit.
God. They also got to turn that kid, the one who feels bad.
Easy,
Get
boys.
him.
On his
Get him
tracks.
to confess and sell out all the others.
Yeah.
It's me, Hercules. I promise no harm will come to you if you give yourself up.
I think that's the
I'm not
same hill the
stopping until I
standoff was
avenge
on
my wife's murder.
before.
Don't make things worse.
Soon you'll be joining your satyr-loving wife.
Dude, you have some issues that you need to work on. And they're
I think he
obviously
had a
internal.
crush on her. I can't remember. But
He's so hateful.
he kind of looks like Nicolas Cage.
I can see that.
A younger
You guys
Nicolas
suck.
Cage.
He's a big target and they can't even hit him.
I don't think he's trying to run away. We'll pick up his track at first
Yeah, I think
light.
he made it pretty clear. The goal.
Yeah.
You're back early.
There
Giving
you
up so
go.
soon?
Jakar called a search off
I
this morning.
knew it.
I have no idea what happened to the Centaur's house.
Don't you?
Liar.
They're your friends.
And I can't even get hired at the farm where the Centaur works because he does the job of 3 men.
Yeah,
Eric's
that's
back?
very... They're stealing
Made
our
a false trail
jobs.
leading into the swamp.
Those are
Here's the
tiny
way he
hoof
really
prints.
went.
Baby.
He
Horse
probably spent the
boy.
night there.
Like bear tracks interesting? Like lion tracks interesting? Like crazy centaur ready to attack
I
us
think
interesting?
you
What
would
do you mean
notice.
interesting, huh?
I think if you were to keep quiet, there'd be a lot less chance of him hearing us approach.
I could do that.
Thank you.
He's not the best at quiet.
I know. Thought he wasn't supposed to hum anymore.
It's the only way for him not to have his mouth open.
So the kid does have a horse body.
Don't be
He's a
afraid.
pony body.
You come as friend or foe?
What do you think, Derek? You once spared my life.
You do know him.
I can never be your enemy.
Can I move now?
Yeah.
No.
And you want me to do that now?
I don't think
The
Lila
kid
would
like
have wanted
murder
to
his
run
wife
back
and
on
try
a
to
stick.
murder his son.
Yeah.
If your friend will look after my son.
No problem.
Do I give him like carrots or something?
Hi. My name's Salmonius. Do you know how to hum?
They're both humming.
This was her favorite place.
I'm truly sorry.
Sad for her.
No.
Revenge isn't the answer.
Yeah, my family got
But it is.
fireball.
I've tasted it. And it's sweet.
At what
Commiserate
I'm
together.
not afraid to die.
cost? And who teaches your son when you're gone?
Lila would still be alive.
You did the right thing. Sometimes the price for that is very high. The world is a less than
Sad
perfect
for them.
place. Is that what Lila would
But
have
I'm
wanted?
still stuck on how
that
she
why she
gave
loved
birth
you?
to a baby with a horse body. So
What do you want me to do?
Go back.
Maybe
I'll get past it one
C-section.
day.
Let a murder go unpunished?
Uh-huh.
He's very cute, by the way.
You'll have to watch him a bit longer. Derek and I have business in town.
The
He
kid
is
doesn't
cute.
even take a nap.
Oh, Salmonis, you'll be fine. Remember, desire, focus, grab, hum.
I promise you. I swear to you. No matter what happens to me, I'll be back for you.
Well, maybe we don't make promises we can't 100% keep.
Yeah.
I love
I
you.
mean,
We
I
don't
think
know
they'll
what
be
the-
fine, but
Well, we don't know what the judge is going to say. I forget what they called him.
Salmonis will keep him safe.
Self-actualize. Get in touch with your feminine side.
I mean, I don't think you have to get in touch with your feminine side to take care of a child.
No.
Not potty trained, huh? If he can handle the Aegean stables.
Ew.
I'll have to hold you in custody until it can be proven one way or the other.
Custody.
How would they prove that?
You mean in jail?
Where could Kiefer be hiding? Where could Kiefer be hiding? Not there.
I know these bad men are gonna show up, and I don't want to see the little child get hurt.
Kiefer.
I care too much.
Be hiding? Where could Kiefer be hiding?
You know, you shouldn't play tricks on that nice man.
Oh God.
Mommy,
Oh God,
you're
is her
back.
ghost here? This kid is having a vision.
Your Uncle Salmonius isn't as young as he used to be. He'd really like to...
That sounds like me.
Your mommy is away.
No, she's not. She's right here.
It's like, bitch, I saw her.
Oh. My mistake.
I was glad that he didn't
They're
push
holding him in
that
jail.
she wasn't there.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
He could
Yeah, I
implicate
think
us all.
you're like,
It
he's
is a
3.
problem, but-
Like,
I think I have
Let
the
him.
solution.
Didn't even carry a torch.
That's your version. Mine could differ unless you do as I say.
okay, but it's definitely gonna differ if you kill a child. Like,
Shut up.
They said if I didn't
Nick
confess,
Force
they'd kill him.
Bum, bum, bum.
Bum, bum,
The scum.
bum.
Lucky for them they outnumbered me. I would have wiped the woods with them, huh? Yeah.
He is a very talented fighter, as we know.
Yes.
Someone wants to talk to you.
Who?
He's afraid to be seen.
But you were in a kidnapping plot of a child.
There was 5 of us.
This guy looks familiar.
We were just gonna scare them, you know. Centaurs and fire.
Democles.
Go on.
Yeah.
Things got out of hand. It's the worst thing I've ever done.
Yeah, you killed someone.
At least you found the courage to come forward.
I'd hope that's the worst thing you ever did.
And
Where did they take Kiefer?
If I tell him what I just told you, he'll kill me. I don't think I can face him.
How can
Oh
you
my
face
God,
yourself?
stop
if you
being a
don't?
wuss. He doesn't get any sympathy. Get him. Oh, they have nothing else to do with their lives, apparently.
yeah, I'll pause it on the fighting. So Democles' actor, who is Kelson Henderson, has also been in a lot of the Power Ranger stuff. Power Ranger
Oh.
Cosmic Fury, Dino Fury, Beast
Oh, I definitely
Morphers.
watched the Dino one.
Okay. And then he
As
was
like
also
a kid.
He was also in a couple of episodes of Spartacus.
Oh, okay. So it's probably a mix of having seen his face throughout other stuff that
Yeah.
triggering my memory. I was like, he looks familiar, but not like someone I know, but like I've seen his face.
Yeah. I didn't recognize his name, which is why I didn't pull him out for fact or fiction. But yeah.
Yeah, I loved Power Rangers as a kid, so yeah, it probably is that, and then adds a background person in Spartacus because I've watched that show a lot.
Well, he was only in 2 episodes, so definitely background and
yeah.
He did have a name in Spartacus, so.
Oh, there you go.
All right, you get the magistrate, I'll get Hercules.
There may not be enough time.
Huh?
Magistrate. I wasn't sure they called him magistrate or not.
Get out of our way, immigrant.
I'm getting really tired of hearing that word.
Then step aside. Taste of
They don't even
justice.
know what immigrant means. They're literally just tourists.
Well, I think immigrant is supposed to be used in the same vein as the N-word.
Yeah, but it's just like that's not what that means. Like you didn't move there.
Yeah.
Jesus.
CGI's a little better there.
A little bit.
Hercules.
Yeah.
My son. You don't live here. Someone's the same as everyone else.
Who are you to judge us? You don't live here. He doesn't even
wait,
go
you
here.
have blue eyes. See, most here have brown.
Don't listen to him. He's trying to trick you.
Maybe we should start with those who have tattoos.
How about
will
the
stone you.
braided rat tail?
Yes, I am.
What are you waiting for? Get him!
I saw the magistrates
They're
there.
like,
oh, that's not the magistrate.
now that the mob mentality is worn off.
Yeah.
What are we doing? Ow, bro.
Everybody's backing off so Derek can have at it with them.
Not that brave.
Oops.
Get smacked.
I'm getting headaches.
Hey, he's got his own fighting methods.
We all have to do what we can.
Follow the flower. I was trying to remember what he was doing.
Yeah, humming to find the flower or whatever.
Get the weed. I'll just rub it in more.
Try.
That well just looks so inviting, though.
Yeah, but that guy's not gonna change.
I was wrong.
He kills
Sorry.
him.
Sorry won't bring Lana back.
Snap
Either
that
we're
neck.
holding on to your hate.
Apology accepted. Friend.
I don't think he had to accept the apology. He could be like, okay, I won't kill you. Like,
Friend.
Well, he can forgive and not forget.
yeah. I'm like,
Say, friend, ever hear of self-actualization? I
Oh,
can
God.
teach you the secrets of Robertus Sonicles. I can
back
teach you
on
how
his
to
con
hum.
man shit.
You may think you know how to hum. Let me help you with that. Boon to mankind.
He's like,
you can
I
learn
never
how
wanna
improve
come
your
back
memory and
here.
your digestion.
I'm over the...
You miss her, don't you?
She's
Yeah,
right
no, I see her all the
here.
time.
Yeah.
He's 3, bro.
Xena?
I'm here.
That would fuck them up. They can see her
I'm
go.
real.
How?
Your father, Zeus.
No. Sorry. Happy for them, but also
He can
fuck
undo the
that
evil
guy.
of man. It's the malice of the gods he has trouble with.
He told me about your family. I'm sorry he couldn't bring them back.
So am I.
Also, why wouldn't he bring them
The
back
girl
if he
is
can bring her back?
In my heart.
What the
The
fuck?
only thing that could be better than that is what you have here. Cherish it, my friends.
Sorry, I'm able to help this random lady, but not my own fucking grandchildren.
Well, I think she said the explanation, but it's still not a very good one. He is able to restore because it was a man-created kill versus a God-created kill.
Bullshit. I don't believe him.
I think it's pretty weak also. They pick and choose.
Zeus, sure. Yeah. Well, also because we have that movie where she just like fell off a cliff and he like went to the underworld and brought her back. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Death
yeah.
is weird at this show.
It is. It's not very consistent.
Great. They all fucking hated her for being with a centaur. Now they're gonna hate her for being a fucking zombie.
A zombie loving centaur.
They're gonna be like, what the fuck?
A centaur loving zombie. Sorry, I said that backwards.
I'm just saying. Zeus is full of shit, bro.
We'll go ahead and finish this out.
That's crazy behavior.
Farewell.
Now Hera's gonna fucking kill them all. Because she's gonna be like, how dare you be nice? Bye, I'm not gonna stay and help you rebuild your house.
And there's a disclaimer in this one. Do you know what the disclaimer
It's
is?
gotta be no centaurs were harmed. Or ghosts.
No ghosts were harmed.
No ghosts. No Xenas were harmed.
You want your food, I know.
Like, it's time. I know. When the second one's over, I get food.
I usually feed them first.
No centaurs called it. They should have said no Xenas were harmed.
No Xenas. Okay, now you can talk.
Zeus is full of shit. That's bullshit. He can turn back time, though, so why didn't he do that? Huh? Because he's bullshit.
Because, well, if he had turned back time, the village idiots, the Cretans, wouldn't have learned their lesson.
No, not for this one. For Hercules' family fucking getting fireballed. He's like, well, I can't bring them back because Hera killed them. It's like, okay, but you can't, like, reverse time and then not be in the fucking building when the fireballs hit?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I think that's a little bullshit. His dad sucks. Like, good for them. Their family's gonna be happy and together, but Hercules is just like, wow, thanks for the 0 I got from you, bro.
I know. Well,
Can't give him one kid?
You saw his look when she said that. He was like, yeah.
He was like, yeah, that guy sucks.
Thank him all you want. I'm not going to thank him. Although in the movies, it ended on a good note with Zeus, but
yeah,
in
but
the
obviously
series,
Show Zeus went back to being regular Zeus, who does not give a fuck. She's lucky he didn't turn her into a fucking eagle or a tree or something.
Yeah.
Bullshit, bro. Other than that, I was
Other
very
than the
invested in this episode, despite I understood what the allegory was right away.
Yeah.
But I still was like, I have a soft spot for kids, so I was like, well, I don't want this kid to get hurt. So can we all figure that one out, please?
Yeah.
Stop being racist to the horse people.
The kid was a cutie.
I was like, please don't hurt the child. Even if I don't fully understand how he came to be, don't hurt him.
Now, the up close effects with the kid was pretty good, but when they first show the kid, show him with his body, I was waiting for you to go, oh my God, that's worse than the first one.
Yeah, it's definitely worse when they're like far away and moving than it. Obviously, right? They can cheat when it's like they're just standing still and they just show like torso basically. But it still looks better than that one time that Centaur fucking was walking forward and they still use it in the opening every single time. And I'm like, why is this in the opening? It's the worst shot of your entire show. Choose something else.
They want to keep it realistic as far as what your expectations should be of the show.
But like other stuff looks good. That looks bad.
Yeah, true.
And it's not like centaurs are perfect now either. Like there's a centaur character in Percy Jackson and he's like, I mean, it looks better than this, but it's still like those don't exist. I don't believe it.
It's still a little janky.
They actually in Percy Jackson I think look better from farther away because it's probably all 3D, right? So it like looks like one thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm like that they're not there yet. I don't know if we'll ever fully be there where you're like, yeah, I really believe this.
Yeah.
But overall, it's okay on like spots when they're not moving and stuff. It's a little more believable.
Yeah. Like you said, the allegory was easy to pick out in this one. It's a running theme throughout the mythologies anyhow, just because you do have so many mythological creatures and stuff.
Yeah. I do love to watch this like allegory on racism from the 90s that is saying the same stuff we are still saying today and be like, but now everything is woke. Like, right? Like, this would have been like,
This
if
would have been
people were
woke.
so obsessed with, yeah, they would have been like, this is woke. And it's like, it's from 95. Like, no, we've just been saying racism is bad forever, and racists have just still been mad about it. They just have Twitter to complain now.
Well, it's not Twitter anymore.
Oh, I'm not fucking calling it that. No thanks.
I noticed one of the news things that I always look at, they finally quit putting X, formerly known as Twitter.
Yeah, like I still just see formerly known as Twitter because that's an insane marketing move that I'll such. I don't want to. I'll rant. I'll go on a very long rant. We don't need it, but yeah, it's just like racists are allowed to be on social media anonymously now. So
Yeah.
though they've started taking that away, they put their real fucking face on it, and I'm like, you're a crazy person. But like there's always been people that know that racism is wrong and like showing you that back then even. And so it's like, how do you not get it now that we still are making this same stuff now because we still have that same level? Like there's the fucking Disney movie called Zombies. It's like a Disney Channel original movie. It's one of those crazy like hyper colorful musicals. It's completely just an allegory for racism. It's literally similar to this episode, but it's like for kids, right? So you're
Okay.
like, okay, it's like really obvious, but it's for kids. So you're like, okay, like I get it. But the fact that we have to keep having those same conversations because like that many bigoted people are still around is like depressing, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, to get off the serious stuff.
So the only note that I have is that the villains of the show are called Cretans. It's spelled different from the Cretan we know, which is Cretin.
Yeah, which normally means like gross monster or like it's like a gross like tiny that's how I picture it. It's like bad guy like
Well, one of the definitions is a person of low intellect.
okay.
And these Cretans are, the only change is it's an A rather than an I. But
I guess I didn't know that's what the word Cretan meant. I think I've always, since it has a negative connotation, I always thought it was like a dumb, like a bad dumb guy. Like they
yeah,
had to be like they were a jerk more than like an idiot. But I guess that makes sense.
yeah. Well, just like many words, there's probably some off-branch others. I didn't look up what all the different ones were, but
Yeah.
you know, the ones on the show, the villains on the show, they had some low intellect.
They fit that.
Yeah.
Most people who think like that do.
Yeah.
Is all I'm saying.
Well, we also refer to them as being small-minded and, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I think it worked as a name and it still fit within the world.
Yeah. No Aeolus this episode.
No, I guess he's not a main character. But it feels like he is because he's been the most consistent sidekick. I wonder if they shot in like blocks and they were like, this is who we have for these episodes and this is who we have for these episodes kind of thing.
And that's possible. I don't know enough to know if it was shot in blocks or not, but that makes sense because they don't have storyline arcs, at least not right now.
Yeah, that carry on, so it wouldn't
Yeah.
be too hard to do that.
Yeah. This episode is kind of a story arc. We met them before. We know some of their history. But
yeah, which I liked. Other
it
than the
wasn't.
fact that I was very confused.
Yeah. It wasn't
It's like, wait, what?
necessarily a development per se, though. There was no growth
No.
in it.
But it was like a step towards like episodes connecting together.
Yeah.
Which is cool.
Yeah.
Because it also frees them up to bring other people back. Who I won't remember.
True.
So it's fine.
True.
Well, I remembered once they started talking about it. I remember the episode where he was like blind and stuff.
Yeah. Well, and this episode, I remember bits and pieces, but overall, I don't remember a lot about it. I read the synopsis just so I'd have an idea going into it, and I was like, "Oh, Lila comes back? I don't remember that."
So... Yeah, exactly. So you're like, "Oh, what?"
Yeah. But we can let the viewers let you know how they felt about seeing her in that role. Did they think she was Xena, or did they think she was Lila?
That's
or
like where my brain went. I was like, "Oh, Xena's back in this episode," but then I was like, "She didn't really look like her normal outfit. Why is she dressed like that?" Well, and at first I just thought it was a lady who looked like her because it was from farther away.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh, I think she just looks like her."
And she had a wig on.
And I was like, "What?" Yeah, I was like, "What's happening?"
Yeah. It was an obvious wig because they chopped it off at the bottom.
It was like this weird, like medium length bob. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I wonder what others thought, especially since the Xena series, it has started. We've been following it in air order. And so this is a week after watching Cradle of Hope. So
yeah, I just be like, what? But I think it's kind of interesting they both involve children in this. Like it kind of felt like they were tangentially related. Is that the word? Like
this one
the episodes
and
were kind of related. The previous Xena episode.
Oh.
Like they both had something to do with like kids and like
they mentioned
saving
hope.
The kids. Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that was kind of interesting. If they planned that, they might not have. But
yeah, I know Rob Tappert is part of writing on the Xena series. I don't know if John Schulian is also for a lot of it or not. But those were the two writers for this episode.
Okay. That makes sense.
I just happened to catch it at the beginning.
But yeah, I still
Bruce
think
Seth
it was
Green directed.
One of my I do think this was one of my favorite Hercules episodes of this season so far. Like I was actually very invested in the characters, and I don't know if it's because we've seen them before. I don't think so, because I didn't remember them that well.
Okay.
I think I cared about the story, and I didn't like the bad guys enough that I was like, yeah, I want to watch them fail, versus like you're like you feel bad. So I don't know, I was just, maybe it was the actors too, but I was very invested in them being okay in the end.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I think that should be the question for the week, though. Do you think they should have recasted her? Just because of the Xena thing.
All right. So
why or why not?
Let us know. Or is it okay since they recast, or since they use the same actors in a bunch of different characters anyhow?
Yeah. Give us your opinion. Because it definitely threw me. I feel like it would throw some like casual watchers, maybe.
Probably. So. All right. Well, before we sign off, like, comment, subscribe. Go over to Brooke's Patreon where she's got the full episodes. If you're able to, go to her YouTube. She's trying to get her subscriber count up. And
yeah, the goal is 500, everybody. And then we're going to do a stream, and we're going to vote on the kind of stream. So if you want a say in it, or you want to like play games with a bunch of other people who like this show, as well as like shows like Buffy and stuff, it'll be fun.
All right. Thank you all for joining us on this journey. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye.
Bye.
Queen's work never done.
Our Queen's work is never done. So busy.
You know, it's about time you guys got down on your knees and kissed my ass. I made you who you are today. Print that one for those boys back home.